Hello, my name is Giovanni, and my research focuses on the mental health perceptions among Central Valley campesinos or farm workers and their adolescent children. The motive on focusing on farm workers is because of my background, and also farm workers are the ones who help with bringing in the food to the markets, and as well as because the working conditions that farm workers are placed in has physical health implications, and so it was also makes sense that there will also be some mental health issues for working X amount of time in the fields. So far in the literature, the research has investigated cultural terms such as sustos, nervios, and corajes. Susto relates to fright, nervios, nerves, and corajes, anger, frustration. These cultural terms have not been looked at in depth. It's only kind of been like a surface level. So many of the research, because it's mostly Western research terms, the way they label these terms is cultural bound, syndrome, ethno-specific conditions, and cultural idioms. So there's no clear consensus. So in my research, I label them as cultural terms because they relate to culture. And it comes to show that cultural terms such as nervios can affect the families because it has been associated with low family income, drug use, acculturation, and poor housing conditions. Therefore, understanding these cultural terms like such as nervios through grounded theory methods can provide an insight to how mental health is understood or conceptualized within campesino families. So my primary research question is how does the campesino community conceptualize mental health? And then my secondary is and its overall influence on their families, particularly their adolescent children. So out of seven farm worker families I spoke with, um, I asked them primarily Spanish questions because majority of my participants were of Mexican origins. And so for the primary research question, one of the open-ended questions was what comes to mind when you hear the phrase mental health, well-being, or emotional well-being, in order to figure out how they talk about mental health, what words do you use, the language. And my secondary research questions, some of the open-ended questions was that in the farmer community who struggles with the mental health, to see whether they speak, oh yeah, family played a role in helping with that individual who struggles with mental health, or maybe themselves. And after coding, as of right now, my research has seen that a few themes that are a pattern of three themes. One being nervios and nerves. Some of the symptoms can be preocupación, which is worrying, temblar, shaking, or discomfort. The context behind nervios is that it can be provoked because of problems with family, employment, or economic insecurity. My second theme that I found was in the research was that corajes, anger or frustration. Symptoms that can be like dolores de cabeza or stomago, which translates to stomach aches or headaches, and believed to lead to diabetes. And the context is that because of perhaps neural issues or internalizing the symptoms of coraje for too long. And then the third theme was sustos or fright symptoms such as preocupación, temblar, or diabetes, similar to nervios. The context behind this is that it's provoked because of unexpected events. So that prompts up susto because how unexpected it was. Parents said that they coped with these symptoms through self-regulations, such as relaxing, walking out, counting to 10, going to the park, contacting their doctor, and attending any health-related programs that will educate them on what they're experiencing. And so the implications behind um, these results is that in the clinical aspect, psychologists can use this to create more culturally attuned services for mental health so that farm workers can feel more confident to actually seek professional help, knowing if that the doctor understands terms such as nervios, nerves, when they describe their mental health symptoms or manifestations in order to find better treatment for them that's more culturally attuned. Thank you.